just fucking died! You just fucking died! You just fucking died! You just fucking died! You just fucking died!
Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Iron Man Skyrim. Now, I do have to apologize in advance. I am missing a bunch of footage from this week. Flaps would not let me play and record at the same time for a long time. I did figure out the issue and I got it resolved, but I'm missing a whole bunch of my journey to the Greybeards. I did discover the Woodland Home, though. That's one of the mods I have installed, and we get to see where that perk from last time went. I put it into Lightfoot, and I also took Apprentice Alteration, because it turns out I'm using Alteration a lot more than I thought I would, so it's going to come in useful. Essentially, all you need to know about the journey from, Whiterun to the Greybeards, I collected a bunch of alchemic ingredients, I was able to fight some giants and beat some giants, and I also fought a dragon that I didn't get to record. But the important thing to remember from this is Bear Toboggan! Alright, warms my heart every time. I stopped by Snapleg Cave on my way there.
Isabel, did you lock the cave? No, Minerva! How many times do I have to tell you? It is impossible to lock the cave! Oh my god, Isabel! This is what happens when you don't lock the cave!
Anyway, here in the Snapleg Cave, we meet this trap for the first time. It shoots really powerful magic, but it's pretty easy to disarm. All you have to do is knock it down. Unfortunately, my spells don't seem to be cutting it, so I'm going to be holding onto this longbow forever. But it is that easy to disarm. Anyway, I end up getting another level, and I take Muffled Movement.
Isabel forgot to lock the cave, didn't she? Didn't she?
Over here, Telrav, he's a permanent event that happens on the road to Everstead. All he does is he betrays you once you take him to his camp. He's actually a bandit in disguise. This fight goes really well right until the end. Now, this footage is completely unedited. Confused? So was I. Turns out what happened, it booted me out of my inventory before I even got the chance to use my potions, which it always should. Screw you, Telrav. But I didn't really think that was fair, and I know what mod that did it, and I've since uninstalled it, but if you think that was a legitimate death, then let me know in the comments and I'll start over. In the meantime though, I stop by Serethy Farm and I drop off 20 of the Jazzberry grapes, and I meet this conjurer, a necromancer, and he's doing this thing with chickens up here? This must be some kind of inside joke that I don't get, because I have no idea what is going on here. Two chickens? Is that a joke? Anyway, Honeystrand Cave is a great place to catch some bears and bees! And Kalimik will give me my first quest in Everstead here to deliver some supplies up to the Greybeards. So I kill the bear, head over to Tembo Whitearm, and give her the bear pelt she was looking for. Wilhelm will give me the quest for Shroud Hearth Burrow. Remember that one? It's the one I insisted Bleak Falls was. So down here in Shroud Hearth Burrow, we just fight this dude who's been camping out. It's kind of implied that something weird happened to him when he stayed in the burrow, but apparently that something weird was not becoming a tough guy. So I give Wilhelm his journal, Wilhelm gives me a claw that I can get deeper into the runes with, and I take a nap. Unfortunately, I get another freaking road event. This one is from Dawnguard. This is just a random master vampire will attack you every once in a while. I'm not sure if this happens more than once, but I seriously hope not. And that would be great, because I'm getting sick of these aggressive road events. Just, is there nowhere in Skyrim that's safe? Luckily, vampires are weak against fire, and I am a pretty good fire user. Well, except for that. Good shot, man. Anyway, after I finish looting these guys, I head back down into Shroud Hearth Burrow. But the most exciting thing waiting for me is a master locked door. And there's also this room coming up here in just a second. I very nearly died doing something incredibly stupid trying to light this oil on fire, and it turns out to be a pretty much wasted sacrifice of all those health potions anyway, because these were up here the whole time. I just forgot about them. So here in the final boss room of the dungeon, there's about half a dozen skeletons that will pop up and kill you, and an equal number of Draugr as well as a Draugr Deathlord, I believe. Which is kind of overkill, because the only thing they're protecting is a word of power, and that word is Kyne's Peace. Now, I forgot it was Kyne's Peace, otherwise I might not even have bothered, because Kyne's Peace sucks. Anyway, heading up the path to High Hrothgar to meet with the Greybeards, who once again called me, and they didn't even bother to clean up their monster problem. Seriously, maybe 10 or 20 feet away from their freaking door, they just left an ice troll hanging out. I kind of get that you want to test the Dragonborn, but this is a little excessive, don't you think? Anyway, once I manage to get a level up here, I take Rash Studies 1, because I'm kind of running out of good things to take, and I just complete my training with the Greybeards. Give me Wold from Whirlwind Shout, and the next word in Fus Roda, which is Unrelenting Force. So that's about it this week. If you think I should start over, let me know in the comments, but I think I'm going to keep going if no one minds. Thanks for watching.